most airports do not rely on any taxpayer assistance for their operating or capital needs. And so having increased financial resources through a user fee, a locally directed user fee like the passenger facility charge, is the ultimate self-help for communities across the country.
Today, where there's growth, where there's a strong commercial service airport, we need to continue to invest in this country in the critical asset, which is our airports, to allow our economy to continue to grow. If you don't make the investment, you're going to stifle economic activity in this country.
The ability to raise money for infrastructure would be significant for our airport and for the community. As our community continues to grow, we have an increased need for air service.
In Asheville, we've had a 67% growth in our passenger traffic over the last 5 years. We are operating out of a terminal half the size that's necessary, so we're looking at $150 to $200 million terminal improvement. Not sure where we're going to be getting the funding for that project.
We have an economic need of $128 billion over the next 5 years, which translates to about $26 billion of need per year to modernize America's airports, to bring them up to speed, to accommodate passenger growth that the airlines have brought in.
If it wasn't for groups like ACI bringing the issues that airports face to the forefront, we would be left to deal with these issues in an isolated manner. Instead of using the synergies of having a network of individuals all focused on the same goals, which is to provide a safe, efficient airspace and a customer service travel experience that from the curb to the gate is unparalleled in the world.
When we look at a PFC increase from just $450 to potentially $850, that is a difference of $200 million in interest costs. That is an incredible amount of money when you're looking at a project, the projects that we really have on the table going forward.
The average terminal in the United States is 40 years old. So think about what's happened in 40 years, and those terminals are the same. We have seen lots of growth in people moving around. The only variable that hasn't changed is the size of our airports. So this is an opportunity for us to convince Congress that we need to get more funding to be able to build those airports to meet the needs of the traveling public.
Congress has not allowed in almost 20 years an increase in the passenger facility charge. A number of airports are bonded out, and in order to issue new bonds and do additional capacity or terminal work, they are going to need an increase in the passenger facility charge.
You don't need to be an economist to see that infrastructure investment in our airports falls far short of meeting growing needs. And Congress needs to lift that cap of what airports can charge. This change does not require federal investment. It simply requires Congress to allow airports to work with communities to identify their needs and set fees accordingly. And that time to act is now, and the survey shows that. This decades-old fight about the PFC must come to an end.